Good luck for Iceland! Good evening, Iceland. Welcome back to the first Earthvision song contest held in the Iceland Arena in Reykjavík, Iceland. The results have been counted, and it is time to release and reveal the first ever Earthvision winner. But before we plunge headfirst into the results, Iceland wants to give a moment of silence to all those affected by the explosion in Beirut, Lebanon. We, and all of Earthvision's participating countries, send our condolences to Lebanon and wish for a speedy recovery. If this video is monetized, all proceeds made will go to the emergency services for Lebanon provided by CARE. Otherwise, Iceland will disclose a personal donation amount to CARE services in the description of this video. And now, we move on to the voting. Here is how the votes will be presented. Each country will have a spokesperson who will present their votes via audio call. The spokesperson will use the fast version of voting, meaning countries that received 1 through 7 points from the jury will be shown on screen after the speaker says, "Here are the first votes." From there, the spokesperson will individually present the countries that received 8, 10, and the full 12 points in this exact order. And, well, that's it. They'll log off and we'll move on to the next country. For transparency purposes, all spokespeople are in separate audio calls to avoid collusion. If all of them were in the same room, I'm sure we would have a fight on our hands. Only 3 spokespeople, including Iceland's, participated in their jury's voting. The rest are just headpieces for their respective country. And finally, I will present the televoting results for each country in order of last place to first place based on jury results. I'm sure you probably hit fast forward while I mentioned all these details, so might as well get into the results right now. Hit the lights! I have been designated as spokesperson for the Icelandic jury, since making a call here would be way too strenuous for us. So without further ado, I will carry on with presenting the Icelandic votes. Here are the first votes. I'm gonna look behind me to see if they're on there. Oh, there they are. Cool, I'm gonna carry on then. Now we go on to our remaining votes. 8 points. Goes to United States Virgin Islands. 10 points. Goes to Kazakhstan. And last, but certainly quite the opposite in our voting procedure, 12 points. The first ever 12 points from the Earthvision Song Contest from Iceland goes to Australia. And that concludes the Icelandic jury vote. Have a great night. And now, I take the spokesperson hat off. And now we can see after our first round of votes that Australia is our clear leader by 2 points, followed by Kazakhstan, followed by United States Virgin Islands, as obviously well predicted by Iceland's jury votes, so not too much of a surprise there. So, before we move on to our next jury, Bolivia, Sweden would have originally taken the next jury slot right after Iceland, but unfortunately they did not get their votes in time, so they will be skipped over and deducted points rather than given points during the televoting procedure. This will also occur with Liberia being skipped, along with Estonia. So when we get down towards the end of the jury voting procedure, those 2 countries will be skipped, and once we get all the jury votes out of the way, They will be the only remaining countries designated in red. Now we tune in to Bolivia. Hola, Bolivia.
Hola, Reykjavík. This is Bolivia calling. Here's the first results of our vote.
All right. Here they are. And now you may proceed on.
Here are the remaining votes. Our 8 points go to United Kingdom.
United Kingdom, 8 points.
Our 10 points go to the unfortunately disqualified Sweden.
Sweden, 10 points. I'm sure they'll appreciate it nonetheless.
And our 12 points go to Australia.
12 points for Australia. Thank you so much.
That concludes Bolivia's vote.
Thank you so much, Bolivia. Have a great night.
You're welcome.
Now we have Australia in the lead with 24 points, with a decent lead to Kazakhstan with 15, and the US Virgin Islands with 12. And now we move on to the Netherlands. Good evening, Netherlands. Hello.
Goedenavond, Iceland. Hello, Iceland. This is the Netherlands calling, and these are our votes. Okay, so these are the lower points here.
Alrighty. We have them up.
8 points go to Italy.
Italy, 8 points.
10 points go to Canada.
Canada, 10 points.
And finally, 12 points go to Belgium.
Belgium, 12 points. Thank you so much, Netherlands.
Thank you and good night.
Good night, Netherlands. All votes are appreciated. Now we'll check up behind me on the leaderboard, which kinda is still the same. The top two are the same, at least. We have Australia still in the lead with 24 points. However, not receiving points this round, a first for them. With Kazakhstan just behind them now with 19 points, only 5 points difference. Now we have a new third place contender. It is Sweden with 15 points, followed by United States Virgin Islands and Belgium with 12 points, respectively. Let's move on now to Poland. Good evening, Poland.
Witam wszystkich. Reykjavík, Poland calling. Here are the first votes of the Polish jury.
All right, they are coming in and they are up on the board. Carry on.
Now, here are the remaining votes. 8 points to Italy.
Italy, 8 points.
10 points to Canada.
Canada, 10 points.
12 points to Estonia.
And Estonia, 12 points.
That concludes the votings of the Polish jury. Have a good night.
Thank you so much, Poland, and same to you. And up next, we have the United Kingdom.
Good evening, Reykjavík. This is the United Kingdom calling. And here are the first results of the UK vote.
All right. And we have received your first votes. Carry on, United Kingdom.
So here are the remaining votes. 8 points to Poland.
Poland, 8 points.
10 points to the United States.
10 points to the United States.
And finally, 12 points to the Netherlands.
And the Netherlands, 12 points.
That concludes the UK vote.
Thank you so much, United Kingdom, and have a great day.
And you, thank you.
All right, let's check up on the leaderboard. I know it's been too long since we last checked. Wow. You know that phrase, battling for second place? Or something along those lines? Australia is clearly making a good example with that, taking a solid 9-point lead on the remaining runner-ups, as Australia has 29 points. And we have 4 runner-ups just behind them with 20 points: Kazakhstan, United States, Italy, and Canada. With, wow, Poland and Netherlands just behind them with 19, and Sweden and Belgium with 18 points just behind them. We have quite a foot race for first place, or well, I should say second, at this point. And now we go on to Abkhazia, which I apparently had been mispronouncing in the previous part. Welcome, Abkhazia.
Guten Tag. Welcome to Reykjavík. These are our votes, the lower votes.
Yes, welcome here from your place in Abkhazia. And we have received your lower votes.
Thank you. Now for our top 3. Our 8 points go to Estonia.
Estonia, 8 points.
Our 10 points go to the land of waffles, Belgium.
Belgium, 10 points. Sure they'll take to that nicely.
Assume they will. Our 12 points go to the land of Fortnite, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Oh, U.S. Virgin Islands, 12 points.
Congratulations to the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Yep, indeed. Thank you so much, Abkhazia. Have a great night.
Two.
And my goodness, look at that leaderboard. Looks like Australia is just squeaking by, being the only one spared from the top 5 from being knocked down, as they are just there with 29 points, and Belgium being the ones riding up on them with 28. Oh boy. This is quite a foot race if I have ever seen one. And then right behind them is the US Virgin Islands with 26 to round out our top 3. It's crazy that none of our 4 runners-up from the previous round got any points, so now we have more countries with 20 points just to make things even more intense. Looks like we have more than half of our countries that have passed the 20-point mark, and Iceland, where the heck are you? Oh, there you are. Hello, Iceland. You and Israel are becoming good friends down there. Let's travel on over to the U.S. Virgin Islands. Good afternoon, U.S. Virgin Islands. Thank you for having us tonight. This is the U.S. Virgin Islands calling. And we are honored to have you here too. Here are the first votes of the United States Virgin Islands jury. Alright, we have got them on the board, and we are ready for you guys to carry on. Thank you. 8 points goes to Belgium. Belgium, 8 points. We give our 10 points to Israel. Israel, 10 points. And our final vote, our first place vote, our 12 points, goes to Abkhazia. And Abkhazia, 12 points. Why, thank you so much, Virgin Islands, for your votes and participation in the contest. And thanks to you, Iceland, for a great show and a great night. Aw, thank you so much, U.S. Virgin Islands. It's a bit of a mouthful to say. We know. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Have a great afternoon, then. Thanks, and you too. And now our leader has been dethroned, with Belgium taking over now with 36 points. Australia now with 30. And to round out our third place, we have United States Virgin Islands with 26, but tied with United States, who also has 26 points. And now at this point, we have all but 5 countries that have passed the 20-point mark, making them all within 16 points, I could say, of our current leader. So like I said, it's a foot race for just about everybody. I say just about everybody when I look at poor old Iceland here, taking the bottom role right now. I think things are becoming a bit biblical here. That whole, those that are first shall be last. You guys are really taking it too literally here in the jury. Our next jury is India. Good morning, India. We hope you didn't stay up too late to present your results. Susumdia, Reykjavík. This is India calling. And no, we are just fine here. We just got up early. Okay, that's a good thing then. I can't even imagine what time it is for you guys right now. Here are the first votes of the Indian jury. Alright, they have been received and they are up on the board. Thank you, India. Carry on with the rest of your points. Thank you, Iceland. 8 points. Goes to the Netherlands. Netherlands, 8 points. 10 points. To Abkhazia. Abkhazia, 10 points. And finally, India's 12 points go to Australia. Australia with 12 points. Thank you so much, India, for your votes, and we hope you have a good morning and rest of your day. Thank you, Iceland, and have a good evening. Thanks, India. And welcome back to the top spot, Australia. You and Belgium are really going back and forth right now, with now a 6-point difference in Australia's favor, with 42 points, Belgium having not received any points from the previous round, and United States Virgin Islands now breaking the tie with 33 points to round out the top 3. And now we move on to Israel. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
Could we get your votes, please?
Oh, here are the votes.
All right.
8
They are
points to
coming up.
Here are the votes.
We are giving your first votes first. No worries. It's everybody's first time. Especially here, this is our first Earthvision. So your first votes have been accounted for. Carry on, Israel.
8 points to Iceland.
Iceland, 8 points. And thank you so much for bringing us out of the... We won't spoil it for you guys. We cannot spoil it for you. Anyway, go on.
10 points to Netherlands.
Netherlands, 10 points.
And 12 points to Sweden.
And Sweden, 12 points. Thank you so much, Israel, and have a great night. A new challenger approaches as we have Netherlands now in the top 3 with 40 points, just behind Australia, who still has 42 points from last round. And to round out our top 3, US Virgin Islands is no longer there, as Belgium has moved down to the 3rd spot with 36 points still. And now we are halfway through the jury voting. We are at the midway point, with the 10th jury being Italy. Good evening, Italy.
Buonasera, Reykjavík. This is Italy calling. And before we get to the votes, may I say you guys in Reykjavík are doing an amazing job with the show this year.
Oh, you flatter, Amicus. Iceland really appreciates it.
You really deserve all the praise you get for this show. It's been amazing.
Why, thank you.
Now, here are the first results of the Italian vote.
And they have been sent. They're up on the board, and carry on, my good sir.
So, here are the remaining votes. 8 points to Iceland.
Iceland, 8 points. Once again, you sure flatter us.
And the Italian jury has given their 10 points to Australia.
Australia, 10 points.
And finally, 12 points to Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan, 12 points.
And that concludes the Italian vote, and have a great evening, Reykjavík.
Thank you so much, Italy, and the same to you. From Italy, we travel east to our next jury, Kazakhstan. Good evening, Kazakhstan. Kirlakesh, Reykjavík. This is Kazakhstan calling. Here are the first votes of the Kazakh jury. Alright, we have received them and they are up on the board. Feel free to go on, Kazakhstan. 8 points to Italy. Italy, 8 points. 10 points to Estonia. Estonia, 10 points. And finally, Kiri, 12 points to Sweden. And Sweden gets the 12 points. Thank you so much, Kazakhstan. We hope you have a great night. Thank you, Iceland. Once again, our top 3 has changed, with the exception of Australia, of course, being our current leader at 57 points. Belgium behind now in second with 48 points. And completing our top 3 is Sweden with 47 points, who unfortunately will be deducted points during the televote due to their lack of votes. And now we go on to the United States of America.
And then I was like, she's always down there, and I'm like, I didn't give you $20 for that. I mean,
United
hi
States,
there!
are you there?
Yes, we are totally here. How are you doing?
It's great to see you, and great to see that our technical team is doing a great job. Anyway,
Oh, they're
hurrah.
doing a wonderful job. Well, here are the first votes of the American jury.
All right, and they have been shown. Unfortunately, you are not on there, but then again, you can't vote for yourself. All right, carry on.
Well, we are the greatest country there is, and I have the grandmother pecan pie to prove it. So anyway, and now for the remaining points, we have 8 points to Abkhazia. Abkhazia.
Abkhazia, 8 points.
Hello? I'm just gonna name it Abkhazia. It sounds like my kitty.
Yeah, sure, go on.
And then we have 10 points to Bolivia.
Bolivia, 10 points.
Yeah, that girl gives 10 points, I can tell you that much.
I bet she's a wonderful
And then-
person.
And then we have 12 points to Morocco.
Morocco,
See,
12 points.
See what I did there? It's like their soccer thing. They made a goal.
Yes, oh, that's what you guys call it. I forgot. Well, thank you so much, United States, and have a great rest of your day.
You too. Now where are my guns?
It's too bad that their audio quality wasn't the greatest tonight, but I'm sure it was just an off night for them. Now we look at the leaderboard as our top 3 are still the same, but they also have not moved in terms of points. They all still have the same amount of points, 57, 48, and 47 respectively, with Netherlands being the closest and 4th with 45, so we have some people in contention to steal that top 3 spot. And now we move on to the Canadian jury. Good day, Canada.
Good evening, bonsoir, Reykjavík. This is your circumpolar friend Canada calling. And here are the first results of the Canadian vote.
All right. And they have been sent. Carry on, my fellow Arctic friends.
And here are the remaining votes. 8 points to Morocco.
Morocco, 8 points.
10 points to Australia.
Australia, 10 points.
And finally, Canada is given 12 points to Bolivia.
Bolivia, 12 points.
That concludes the Canadian vote. Have a great evening, Reykjavik.
Thank you so much, Canada, and have a great rest of your day. Don't freeze out there.
We try not to.
Same here. Oh, Canada. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Anyway, let's check our leaderboard out, as our top 2 remain the same, with Australia in the lead with 67, Belgium in second with 54. However, we have a new third place contender with Bolivia at 53 points. At this point, we only have 3 juries to go. Now, we move on to the Moroccan jury. Hello, Morocco.
Mesa Ochai Islanda. Hello, Iceland. This is Morocco calling.
Hello, Morocco.
These are the lower points here.
Alright. There they are.
8
Continue.
points from Morocco go to Iceland.
Iceland, 8 points. Ah, thank you so much.
10 points go to the United States.
10 points to the United States.
And finally, 12 points go to Jessica Marboy, Australia.
Australia, 12 points. Thank you so much, Morocco. And the gap widens as Australia takes a 23-point lead now on Bolivia, as Australia now has 79 points to Bolivia's 56. To round out the top three, we have Belgium just behind Bolivia with 54 points. And now we move on to Australia, riding high off that 12 points, but we won't tell them that. Okay, now we're gonna ring them up. Good evening, Australia.
Yuma, Iceland. Hello, hello. These are the points from Australia. So first up, these are the lower points here.
All right. And we have received them. Carry on, Australia.
8 points from Australia go to Liberia.
Liberia, 8 points.
10 points go to Kazakhstan.
Oops, the scoreboard let that one slip up early, but we got it all good. So Kazakhstan with 10 points.
And finally, Australia's 12 points go to Morocco.
Morocco, 12 points. And to make up for that, we somehow had a delay in the scoreboard. Man, the scorekeeper is really not doing his job tonight. Anyway, thank you so much, Australia, for your participation.
Good night, Iceland.
Good night. Things are coming down to the wire as we have one jury to go. Well, not sure if I should say coming down to the wire exactly at this moment, because Australia has a solid 17-point lead on Kazakhstan, who is behind them with 62 points, and Bolivia just behind them with 60, knocking out Belgium from our top three. And finally, we have reached Belgium. Good evening, Belgium.
Bonjour, Reykjavík. This is Belgium calling. Here's the results of our vote. And here are the remaining votes.
Thank you
Our
for
8
your
points.
lower votes. Oh, go ahead.
Our 8 points go to Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan, 8 points.
Congratulations to Kazakhstan. Our 10 points go to Bolivia.
Bolivia, 10 points.
Congratulations to Bolivia. And our 12 points. Our 12 points go to this country whose flag is based on the winner there. Estonia!
Estonia, 12 points. Thank you so much,
Congratulations to
Belgium.
Estonia.
Yes.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes, congratulations to Belgium indeed.
That concludes the Belgian vote. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Belgium. Have a great night.
You too.
And now we have reached the conclusion of the jury voting. At this point, and in the old school style of Eurovision voting, this would be where we'd end the contest. Australia would be our winners with 79 points, followed behind by two co-runners-up, Bolivia and Kazakhstan, with 70 points apiece. At this point, we would go on with the televoting results, but first off, we have a special guest for you guys. He comes here from Reykjavík, Iceland, and he was our representative in the 2020 Eurovision Song Contest, winning many unofficial contests after the cancellation of the official contests. Please welcome Danny Frere! You can find the link to Davi's YouTube channel here in the description. He has a lot of amazing songs you could check out there. We love him here in Iceland. Now, we will move on to the televote results. Who here is ready to crown our winner? I don't think you guys are ready. Are you guys ready to crown our winner? Fine, you guys are so pushy. Alright, so before we go on to the first result of the televotes, we will mention the penalties and how they work. So, the countries in red have not sent in their votes, and as a result, their points will be reduced in half after their theoretical televote points would have been put in. So rather than seeing their televote points come in and then get reduced half points then, we will just see them get reduced a certain amount of points, or gained if they got that many televote points. Not too sure how that will work, but nevertheless, we will move on to our first country in the televote. We will kick off the televoting with India. India. The public has given you 0 points. We go on to the United Kingdom. United Kingdom, you have received 4 points. And now we swing by to Israel. Israel. The public has decided to award you 0 points. Up next, we have Liberia. Liberia. Unfortunately, due to the jury-induced penalty, you have received negative 16 points. Italy. It is your turn now to receive the televoting results. After a public televoting decision, Italy has earned 15 points. Congrats to Italy. Now let's check in on our current televoting results after going through 5 televotes. Currently, we have not too much of a shift in our overall scoreboard, as our first 4 televotes are among the lowest 4 rankings. Meanwhile, Italy has gone to the stars, ad astra, if you will. Relatively speaking, they are now in the top 10. Now, we will continue on. United States Virgin Islands. It's your turn for the televote. After a public decision, U.S. Virgin Islands, you have received 0 points. Our next destination in the televote is Poland. Poland. After the televoting results have been entered, you have received 12 points. Congrats, Poland. We return home to Iceland. Iceland. You have been awarded 17 points. Congratulations to Iceland. Now we go to Canada. Canada. The public has given you 4 points. At the halfway mark of the televoting procedure, we go to Abkhazia. Abkhazia. After the public voted, they have decided to give you 3 points. let's check up on the progress of the televotes. At the moment, the top 3 has been unaffected by the current televote results. However, the top 3 televotes have been Iceland with 17 points, sliding them into 4th place with a total of 65 points, followed behind by Italy with 15 televote points, putting them at 52 points total. However, the 3rd highest televote points goes to Poland, who has 12 televote points and 53 total points, edging out Italy by 1. We resume the televote results, starting with the United States. United States. The public has awarded you 0 points. We move on to the Netherlands. Netherlands. You have received 5 points. Heading to Belgium now. Belgium. By the public televote, you have been awarded 0 points. Estonia, it's your turn for the televote. Estonia. Unfortunately, due to the jury voting penalty, your final televoting score is negative 34 points. We only have 5 countries to go. In the 5th to last spot, we go to Morocco. Morocco. The televote has given you 16 points. Congratulations, Morocco. Next in the order is Sweden. Sweden. Unfortunately, due to your jury not submitting votes in time, your televoting score is negative 30 points. We only have 3 countries left for the televoting results. At this moment, Australia leads with 79 points in total, followed behind now by Morocco with 73 points in total, and followed behind Morocco is Bolivia and Kazakhstan with 70 points apiece. Australia, Bolivia, Kazakhstan, you 3 are still in the running for Earthvision contest winner. We will first address Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. The public televote has awarded you 12 points. Congratulations, Kazakhstan. You now have the lead. Whew, this contest really is coming down to the wire. The 2 remaining countries are both within 12 points of the current leader, Kazakhstan, who has 82 points in total. Now, we arrive at Bolivia. Bolivia. The televoting crowd has given you 7 points. Congrats on the great effort, Bolivia. It is now up to Australia to determine the fate of this first Earthvision Song Contest. This one is really getting to the end, folks. really coming to the finish line as we have a 3-point difference at the moment between Kazakhstan and Australia, the two remaining contenders for the title. Australia, we have finally arrived to you. It is time to hear the final televoting results, which will determine our winner for this contest. Australia. After a worldwide televoting procedure, you have been given two points, which means our first Earthvision Song Contest winner is Kazakhstan. Congratulations to Kazakhstan and to Keshu for their amazing performance here on the Iceland Arena stage. We now ask Keshu to come up to receive the award for Kazakhstan's victory tonight. Welcome back to the stage, and once again, an amazing performance for this contest. Here in my hands is the first ever Earthvision Song Contest trophy. It is designed showing the unity of all our countries and how we unite here together in the performance of song. While Iceland is here in the first step of the Earthvision legacy, we pass the baton on to you through this trophy as we carry the contest on to Kazakhstan. Here you go, and congratulations. Is there anything you would like to say to our audience? Thanks, Keshu. We will ask you one last time to reprise your song for the audience here in the ASLN Arena as we end the night with Rizamin. And now we have reached the conclusion of the first Earthvision Song Contest. We here in Iceland want to thank everyone for their participation and contributions to the contest. And as we end the night and hand the Earthvision off to Kazakhstan, we say thank you and good night. Góða nótt.